Congratulations, we're almost to the end of the year. So I had a really great idea coming from all of those amazing Liberty Kid videos we've been watching and learning all about the birth of America and how in the colonial times, which is around the 18th century when the colonies were starting to become the United States, they had some amazing artists that did their own type of work. So we're going to go to Sturbridge Village right now, and I'm going to introduce you to the art of tin making.
Welcome to the Old Sturbridge Village Tin Shop, where in here you will find us making all sorts of wares that are for everyday use by everyday folks. In our day, in 1838, the name for my trade is a tin man or a tinner. The term tinsmith really hasn't been coined yet, and then at some point the term tin knocker gets coined, which is actually a pretty accurate description of how we make this stuff. What I work with is actually tin plate. It's iron with a tin coating. What we make, you can see lanterns, candle holders, biscuit cutters, graters, canisters for holding loose tea, coffee pots, teapots, and so on. If you walked in here any day in 1838, if we're making anything, you would find us doing pie pans, milk pans, dish kettles, and all sorts of different sizes of measuring cups. One of the things that we make in here now, more than anything probably, are these lanterns. Basically, it's a light lantern, easy to carry, hard to break. You use this like you would your flashlight. It's to get you from point A to B in the dark without tripping over the cat. This would have gone for 45 cents. That 45 cents is going to be a good part of a day's wages for an unskilled worker who would often earn somewhere around 60 cents a day. Here at Old Sturbridge Village, we are at the beginnings of the use of tin plate. Tin plate really starts taking off in the later 1800s, and it is still in use today. It's still there in your supermarket, your cans of soup, your cans of meat. It's still tin. So next time you're at the village, stop by and see what we're up to.
Weren't those lanterns absolutely beautiful? Did you notice how the guy used a hammer and a nail to make holes and designs into the tin to make it into the lantern? Well, we're going to do something very similar. No, we don't have any tin, but we do have some paper coffee cups, and I'm even going to give you a little wire to make a handle, as well as a little battery-operated candle. So I know it's hard to see right now, but once it's all lit up, all those beautiful holes will get light and bright. All right, let's get started. All right, so for this project, you are going to need a sturdy paper cup. You're going to need some wire to make a handle, a push pin for making your holes, as well as some paint. So for this project, you can paint it any color you want. I decided I want to make mine look more traditional and tin-like, so I brought some gray, white, and black paint. All right, let's get started. All right, so my cup is done. It is all dried. So now I'm going to start making my design. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to figure out what I want to do and just lightly sketch onto. So I'm just going to do a quick star. Might have some lines shooting out of it. You can go all the way around the cup if you want. I'm just doing a quick demonstration to show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take my little push pin here, and I'm going to pop it right in. And I'm just going to follow my line, making little pops all the way around the edge. This is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to let you go. So I've got my star done. I've got a little zigzag at the bottom. Okay, you can take your time and go all the way around, maybe do 2 on each side. The closer you make some holes together, the brighter you will have. So maybe I want to do like a little starburst. That might shine a little brighter than the star. Okay, so now I am ready for making my handles. So on each side, I'm going to make 2 bigger holes. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of holes together, kind of dig and make a circle. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a handle using some wires. Okay, so I got one already on one side. And now I want to match it on the other side. Now I've got my 2 holes. All right, so for the handle, I picked 2 because I'm going to make it a little sturdy. So on the end, I'm going to tie a knot. You want the knot to be bigger than your hole so it doesn't come out. All right, so I might do it a couple times. Twist it around. Make a nice bigger hole. Okay. So now I'm going to squeeze it through one side. Okay. And then what I could do is I'm going to twist these around each other. Twist, twist. Okay. Do I want it bigger? Do I want it smaller? Okay, so you can check how far you want to go. I think this is pretty good. So now I'm going to take the leftover, push it through. And then, just like I did on the other side, I'm going to tie a knot. Cut off the rest. And now I have my lantern. All right, so we're gonna test it out. I've got my lantern. Each one of you guys is also going to get a little tea light that you just flick and it turns on. Put it into my lantern. Cover the lid. And now let's test the magic. And there's my lantern.